What are you doing New Year's? The Anthem podcast released every Tuesday. This is Cory.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
See, I was trying to do a little old school, new school thing there. Yeah.
Let's be
little old media, new media thing going on there.
Let's be honest, guys. You got knocked up and he gave you a ring. That's a pregnancy ring, not an engagement ring. It ain't working out.
That's why I'm more in favor of the Nuva ring than the engagement ring.
Yes, me too. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope that you enjoyed your Christmas celebration, your Hanukkah, although that's past, Kwanzaa.
Your Festivus.
Festivus, which is my favorite of the holidays, just because of the airing of grievances. Specifically because I'm so grinchy.
God, Rob is such a Grinch.
I really am. I just am.
Though I did Cindy Lou Who him before we started, and I gave him a small token of my appreciation.
You did.
And a video card to go with.
And I thought we said no gifts.
And his heart grew 3 times in size. And
then I collapsed.
We had to rush him to the hospital. Because that was an actual medical condition. And
although Bailey is taking on very much Cindy Lou Who proportions. Yeah. And it's adorable.
I don't even have the necessary parts, and my ovaries were aching when I saw it.
Yes.
I was like, oh, right, the ovaries. Is that where they are, right here?
It's like up a little higher. It's like
Is
right
it?
Here. Yeah, like right there. There you go. And I mean inside, obviously.
Yeah,
you don't have them.
Not external. No. I have hanging external ovaries. That's my problem.
Oh, but yeah, her in front of that little kitchen with that like
yeah. Oh, baby.
It's a baby. Yeah. So anyway,
I adore Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Rob and Maggie.
Yes.
I'm just like the problem is that I know that with age comes her getting older.
Yes, unfortunately.
And at some point we're gonna just be like, I don't know, paid to go to some club opening or something like that.
Oh God, no.
Where they give us like 20 grand.
Don't say that. Do not say that.
And then we see Bailey there, and we're just like, no! You were so innocent once!
Wait, what kind of club is this that we are making reference to, Cory?
Like one of the ones that you would go to for like a New Year's party, where they charge like $100 and you get like champagne at midnight and
like a dance club.
Yeah, like a Baja Beach
I thought you
club.
were going in a different direction.
Oh no, not no.
Rob, you got one job. You got one job.
Keep her off the pole, Rob. Keep her off the pole.
No, I mean, but that's the my 2 nieces are 24 and 22 now.
Yeah, and
like one of them graduated from college. I remember being at the hospital and like holding her and being
right.
like, oh my God, this cute little thing. And we got good genes. I mean, got good genes. She very cute babies, and they grow up to be very cute adults. And I'm just like, went and had drinks with her like 6 months ago, and I'm like, this is bordering on inappropriate. I mean, you're clearly old enough to have a drink, but I don't feel right about anything that's going on here.
Yeah, so. I feel like I don't age as much as the people like younger than me in a way.
Right.
Like in my, I feel like I have a young heart. I mean,
I feel like you have an old man's heart.
Not legitimately. I mean, like, this thing's gonna go any second, but like,
you have a much younger heart in a few years when they replace it with.
When I have like a nice little cross stitch going on here.
When they replace it with some kid who was using a hoverboard in traffic and just ate it.
Me and Rob.
It was an alarm. Why the fuck do I have an alarm set?
Take your birth control.
Looking at Bailey is not helping with the birth control situation.
Some kid's gonna eat it in a tragic hoverboard accident, and then I'll get a new heart.
Keep you alive for a little bit longer. That's all.
My
that really
sustenance-rich paste.
See, that's why I like to hold babies, because that little soft spot in the head. What you don't know is if you breathe real deep, you actually take in some of their life force.
Yeah,
keeps you young. So
yeah, you talked about that last year.
I did, yeah.
Because that part was included on the Best of Spotlight 2014.
Ooh. Which people should probably check out because...
Well, number one, you want to check it out because you want to see how far we've come in 1 year.
Yeah, which is very far.
I fully admit that looking back on it, the production value of the 2014 Spotlight was pretty poor.
Uh-huh.
But... 2015, new year, new me.
Oh God, here comes that new year, new me bullshit.
The new 2015 Spotlight special, which will be coming out Saturday, I imagine.
Sure.
In place of a normal Spotlight.
Right.
Will be much better.
Sure.
Just like all the podcasts have gotten much better as we've gone along.
At
least in production value.
Okay, well that part.
The bullshit remains the same, but
it's the same.
The sound
shit.
is better. The
same shit, just a new shine on the outside. Yeah. Well,
it's the same Porsche Boxster you're used to, but with a new exterior to make it. They got 190 new parts. I'd give you $1 if you can name 5.
But, so we hope that you enjoy the Spotlight. We hope that you had a Merry Christmas. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for going to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and following us there, especially the Mobby-nominated Twitter and Instagram accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for downloading and not listening, if that's what you do. We still appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for going to YouTube and subscribing there. And thank you for going on iTunes and rating and reviewing the podcast. If you haven't done any of those things yet, I've just told you every single way that you can help us out. Let's start out that 2016. New you, new year. Go like and subscribe at all of your favorite places and make sure you give a rating and review. And that you're following us on social media because clearly you're missing out on all of this golden stuff going on if you're not following us on social media. So.
That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we've talked about this before. Take out the trash day.
Yeah. Because basically our lives are an episode of
West
Wing.
Yeah.
Just in general.
When we come up near breaks in the year,
yeah,
there's not a lot of news.
No,
this is kind of one of those weeks.
Yeah, well, I mean,
not a lot.
People focus on what they want to focus on, and,
right?
Were there less people shot in Chicago this weekend? Probably not. Baltimore, no. Probably not.
We could get into. I guess we could do a little tiny Baltimore corner here up front.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where you get the straight dope, obviously. The Baltimore has passed its per capita murder total.
Well, I don't know if you know, but we did that last week.
We talked about it a little bit.
A breaking news segment.
Yeah. We talked about it a little bit.
Okay, good.
But I often make the joke of, like Baltimore has significantly less people because of all the murders and stuff like that.
Right.
But when that happened, the last time we had this record was 93?
3, I think, yeah.
We had 100,000 more residents than we do right now.
Yeah.
So we're at 353 murders right now or something like that.
And we have to say at the time of this recording because that will probably be higher by Tuesday.
So. By Tuesday it could be 400 by all we know.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Stephanie Rawlings Blake might just flip out and just start shooting people. Yeah.
I was going to say, no shooting. She doesn't like guns. Stabbing people. Perfectly possible.
She's like, if I'm going out a champion. Jigga. I don't know. That's my stabbing sound.
Say, Cory, I got your do your job, Cory. I'll do my job, all right.
My job's stabbing you, motherfucker. Pow!
I just like the idea. I heard you say, motherfucker. I feel like that's going to be something that we find out. Like, there's like a video somewhere of her being like, listen, motherfucker. But oh wait, is that Are you rolling? Get that video. Get that video.
It doesn't even matter. Okay. I said, check my Twitter feed in front of a live television audience, and nothing happened to me.
And the video disappeared. It doesn't exist anywhere, but we saw it. I keep telling you, we saw
it. I think that video, looking back on 2015 with fondness, I think that moment, the only reason why that didn't become a bigger thing was because that was the press conference where she said that we gave people room to destroy.
And there was so much shit to go down from that.
Yeah.
They were like, well, we got to choose our battles.
Yeah.
She said 4 shitty things. We got 2 of them. Let's go.
Let's focus on the one where she told people to destroy shit.
Yes.
It's probably the worst of the 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I clearly remember we finished up a podcast, we were watching it.
Yep.
And we were just like, what the fuck is she doing? It's like she's never done this politics before.
Well, because they went live to her before she was ready.
Right.
She was bullshitting with the media, and then they went live, and then she was like, are we ready? And then it blacked out, and then it came back a second later.
Now we go back to Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, who we weren't on for a few seconds ago.
Sorry about that. Yeah. And go. Yeah.
I hurt so bad.
See, she's really good at the politics thing.
People are dying in my city every single day, and I don't know what to do.
But we need to give them room to destroy if they want to destroy.
Yeah, but we gotta make sure that if they want to destroy shit, they can destroy shit. Hold on a second, let me wipe my tears.
Her hair is not absorbent.
It's got so much oil in it. It's just repels in the water.
Oh, we're bordering on. Anyway, yeah.
For the people who were watching the video, I just took my Stephanie Rawlings-Blake hair and I wiped tears away with it. So,
and your hair is getting disturbingly long again. By the way,
yeah,
you should just cut it. Shave it right
off.
New
year, new me.
Shave it right off. New year, you. Get the vaporizer. Cut your hair. Boom. Done.
Get an adult job.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but I mean, that is your thing, right?
Wear a suit to work.
Well, I'm not. I don't even wear a suit to work, so let's not be too hasty here. Now, my goal is to get out of the suit for work. I would love to just be the guy who shows up in
board shorts.
Board shorts and a t-shirt, and be like, "All right,
sandals.
So, let's analyze here.
Are we doing a half beach day? Is that what we're doing?"
So that check that you wrote me, that totally cleared. So I'm here for whatever you need. I'm going to go sit in the chair with my name on it. I'll be right over there.
Guys, I think I'm going to take a half day. If all you girls want to join me, we're going to the beach. It's like, well, we have a lot of things to do. No, Cory will do that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Cory's in the office. He's working on the computer. You won't even notice we're gone.
We're shooting Vancouver for Baltimore right now, all right? I got to get the fuck out of here. I didn't sign up for this to be in Vancouver in November. I'm sorry. I got to get somewhere where there's a beach.
Though I still imagine we would probably shoot in Baltimore a lot because I was in when I was in LA. Mm-hmm. Somebody was talking to me about permits in Baltimore, and they were just like, "Well, how much could you really save shooting there?" I'm just like, "Well, how much is a permit here?" And they're like, $1,000. I'm like, "Oh, well,
a lot."
I can shoot for an entire day for $55, and they're just like, "Buh." Jaw hits the ground, shatters the concrete below.
Yes. But unfortunately, why do they shoot in Vancouver? I guess they get tax benefits, which House of Cards gets all of those here. So
well, I mean, it's also Vancouver is one of those cities that looks like a lot of other cities.
True.
So there's Baltimore, you could make it look like DC because it has a lot of old school colonial row homes and stuff like that.
Maybe
that
New
have
York.
A very DC vibe.
Maybe New York, certain areas of those like Roland Park, look like the Upper East Side, in places. But no, I guess you're right. Vancouver looks like modern city, Western city, modern Western cities.
Right, but I mean, you can make it look like any number of cities.
Right.
So all you have to do is shoot street things on Vancouver, and then just put in a skyline picture of New York, and you're like.
Hey, we're there.
Oh, hey.
Except for then you have to be in Canada, and who the fuck wants to do that?
I do. I like Canada.
If you like it so much, why don't you marry it?
Maybe I will. Cory, do you take this country to be your wife? I do, eh?
Hey. But no, we were talking before.
It's our thing. We do that.
We were talking before things got started about how many people are getting engaged.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's insane.
I can't imagine that Christmas engagements are wouldn't you want to spread it out a little bit?
Easy to remember, though. Easy to remember. Christmas Day is the day we got engaged.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do people celebrate that? I mean, I've been engaged
Engagement Day.
I feel like I should know that because many times I've been engaged.
I don't think the engagement day is necessarily something that you You don't go out on the anniversary of your engagement day,
right?
But it's more like the type of thing that if you have a bitchy wife, she would bring up. She'd be like, you know what happened 5 years ago today? And you're just like,
shit.
What the fuck happened?
What date? First of all, what day is it? Number 2.
Is it December 27th right now? Is that what today is?
Yes.
It's the 28th.
Today's the 26th.
Oh.
Well, no. When you're listening to this, it's the 28th. Yes.
And I'm just like,
29th.
What did I do? It's like the podcast. I barely remember what I said last week.
Listen, we're looking for the spotlight special, and I'm just like, I don't fucking remember.
What did we do this year?
I flip back through the episodes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember there was something funny there. I can't remember what it is, but I remember I like that episode.
I'll just scrub through until I see something in the video that reminds me of something.
Like, oh, that's right.
Hey, Dumb and Young and Rebel Wilson, of course.
That's right. Which will be on the Spotlight special, so make sure you check that out. If that means nothing to you, first of all, you're a bad fan. Go back and listen to the full episode.
Yeah, listen to the whole thing before you watch the Spotlight special.
Absolutely.
For the love of God.
Or just listen to the Spotlight special and then go back and be like, I need to hear this entire 52 episode collection.
Well, what I would like to do with the Spotlight special is like when you click on the video, the video center cut,
right?
Like you see up here, you'll be able to go to that episode.
Oh, nice!
And watch the whole thing if you think it's.
And you should be able. You should do that. Our best fans will do that.
Yeah.
So, yes, all 10 of you.
all 9.5 all 9.5 who are
literally 100 of fans.
Oh man. Anyway,
trash day. We got really distracted. Trash day. Take us to trash day.
First, how was your Christmas? I know you're grinchy by nature, but
I am grinchy by nature. My shit is spilling everywhere. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, great.
It's getting liquid all over my pants.
Now you're gonna get popcorn thigh.
Worried about the link. Christmas was fine. I am grinchy by nature, so the very first thing I did when I woke up on Christmas Day was
send out a grinchy Snapchat.
That is the first thing. After that, I changed my profile picture to something grinchy, and shared current mood Grinch. That was so.
Well, I mean, did you go to family dinner or?
We did brunch. We did family brunch, and big props to Mama Dukes and sister for making brunch. That was nice. And I edited a video, which everyone can see at Found in the Future on YouTube.
Which is a good one. I like that a lot.
The War on Christmas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed that. Working on a gun control one. That'll be nice and controversial. But, so, edited the video, and then my mom, basically, while they were cooking, was checking in on me and was like, is this what you do when you say you're so busy? Because I'm sitting on the chair, editing, and it's a pain in the ass. And I shot 25 minutes of video and cut it down to 9 minutes of looks like continuously shot video.
I do like your 5 minutes of freedom is 10 minutes of freedom.
Okay, first of all, you can't beat the alliteration of 5 minutes of freedom.
Right.
And the point was to make 5-minute videos, but then I realized there's you can't do 5 minutes. 5 minutes is nothing.
Well, you're cutting out it's all meat. It's no...
I'm trying to be educational.
It's all killer, no filler.
Well, and I could say, here's the thing I'm going to talk about the thing and be done, but then you get none of the background, you get none of the story behind it. The one on Christmas, I go into the fact that there was a war on Christmas when Christians in America declared war on Christmas. Not important to the story, but I think that it does add something.
But you would cut out, if you wanted to make it actually 5 minutes, you would cut out a lot of cool things. I really like the Xmas is actually Christmas bit. That was very... And
that would have to go.
Right, that would have to go. That's one of the first things that gets cut if you're trying to make it an honest 5 minutes.
It's me talking about Bill O'Reilly and how stupid he is for calling it a war on Christmas. It's 5 minutes of that, which is fine, but I think you miss out on all the extras.
Yeah.
So, but the other point is I'd like to make it look like a continuously shot video. And I'm marginally successful in doing that. And so, but Mom's checking in on me for an hour. Just this is busy? This is what you do?
Yeah.
And I'm like... Do you remember when I was writing and you were like, you're not doing anything, why can't you do that? It doesn't look like work to you. But
I was... sometimes editing can make me so happy.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes. I was... my Christmas, I make I'm probably going to put a post together this week with the videos.
Yes, you should. Yes,
I'd like to get everyone's permission of the people I made videos for, because it's personal. For them.
Well, you have my permission.
Okay.
You also have my clearance for the other video that I'm in to use my
your likeness.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I started doing 4 years ago or so.
Oh, gotta be more than that.
I think it's 4 years ago.
Yeah, because you made one for me. Ooh, 07 maybe 08. TGI Fridays at Route 2 South, Solomon's Island Road. We went and saw something, but it was the first time I figured out what a QR code was, and you had to explain to me what a QR code was.
Oh, yeah.
But that was like 2008. So you've been doing it a while.
Okay. Well, anyway,
give yourself some credit.
All right,
you've been doing it.
I've been doing it for a while. The what I do is when I give out a present to somebody, I also give them a card, and then inside of that card is a QR code which directs you to a video that I posted on YouTube of like a personal little thing for that person.
Right.
And usually it has to do with the gift that I'm giving them.
And usually production value is you talking to a camera.
Well,
on many occasions.
The first time I did it in earnest,
right?
I just basically walked out with a tripod, set it up in front of something,
right?
Like I'd be in front of Camden Yards or whatever. I'd be like, Rob, I can't wait for another season of Orioles baseball, and I hope this Orioles hat that I gave you for Christmas finds you well. Merry Christmas, Rob. See ya.
Yeah.
But then, as the years have gone on, I've ramped up the production value.
Yes.
We've joked that like by this time next decade at some point, I'm just gonna have like full length feature films for every single person in their presence.
Right. Yeah.
And much like I have for the last couple years, I'll figure it all out the week of.
Of course. Yeah.
Christmas was Friday.
There we go. Yeah.
Christmas was Friday. I started making them on Monday. Right. I didn't write anything. I just came up with it all on the spot.
Sure.
I had general ideas of what I was going to do. Like I wrote down like notes like Dad, Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Brendan, 2001 Space Odyssey, Laura Rocky, that sort of stuff.
That should really pique your interest, people, because it's good.
I wish the Fast and the Furious one turned out better. It was really
okay.
The production value, like that one, requires money. That's why those movies cost so much.
You mean Point Break car edition? Is that what you did?
Shut up, Rob.
Did you listen to that thing, by the way?
No.
Okay. Well.
Did you like the? Because I was running the video last week. Did you like my lawyered picture? Yes,
I liked it. It was from The Good Wife.
Is that what it's from?
Yes, yeah.
I love me some Alicia Florrick.
Of course you do. Juliana Margulies, is that her name? Yeah. I've never seen the show, so said the character's name.
It's really good. You gotta watch it. No, it's good. It's good.
You know what's good?
What?
Making a Murderer. Finish that shit.
I will. Watch The Good Wife, though. Seriously.
I'm too far back. I'm too far behind. They're in like season 19. I'm never going to catch up.
Do you get discs from Netflix?
No.
Oh, well, get discs from Netflix.
Why?
Just catch up.
I don't even have a way to watch the discs in my apartment.
You don't have a DVD player?
No. Who has a DVD player? I stream to my phone.
You don't have like an old Xbox or something like that?
I do. It has no power cords and no controller. I literally only have the Xbox. And I only have the Xbox because the hard drive has some videos I don't want to become public. So I need to keep the Xbox until I figure out how to get some power cords and get on there and
Note to self, steal Rob's Xbox.
Note to self, when Rob dies, come in and destroy the Xbox.
Step 2, blackmail. Step 3...
Okay,
Step 4, profit.
Here's the thing. Blackmail if you want, because it's videos. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not ashamed of them. I'm in much better shape in those videos than I am now. I mean, it's nice. I just also don't want to sell it on eBay and have some 12-year-old be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, my God. And just ruin their life.
Why is the man with the world's smallest dick jerking off right into the camera?
No, my Xbox, not yours. Not yours.
Manny.
Not your Xbox.
Manny.
My Xbox, not yours.
So yeah, I made the usual video Christmas cards.
Not the usual. You definitely stepped up the game.
I stepped up the game.
Yes.
I did. As far as presents I received, I got myself a GoPro, and then later that day I got another GoPro because people weren't coordinating.
Well, isn't having 2 GoPros good though?
Yeah, but I don't need 2 GoPros.
Like, if you were shooting a scene in a car, you could use both at the same time.
Yeah, but you would probably rather shoot just one at a time. Like, you know, when you just like a multicam sitcom,
yeah,
you have to light for all angles.
Right.
So that's a lot more work. You'd think, like, you know, like, oh, we're spending half the, you know, we spend the same amount of time lighting, and then we set up 2 cameras, and then we're able to
capture the whole thing.
I mean, it's not like this. Like, this podcast, we're basically just having video as, like, visual reference for when we do something that, like, yeah. If I do my SRB hair, then...
We realized early on that it was an audio format, but we had a lot of visual gags, and we just didn't flavor. There's like 14 seconds of silence.
And some people legitimately like the YouTube.
They do, yeah.
I hear that from people. Like, I like watching the video.
Yeah.
So, all right, there we go.
Yeah, sure.
We do it for y'all.
Yay. Anyway, so you got the 2 GoPros.
Yeah. Got a Nest Protect. Got a wireless charger. Got a lot of cool
gadgets.
Cool gadgets.
When you said that the home electronics was going to be your that would be your thing.
Yeah, I'm really getting into the idea of like home automation. I think it's really, as soon as Google gets serious about it, I think it's going to take off a lot more.
I'm really into the being away from home as much as possible, which is why we didn't exchange gifts and we're going to Dominican Republic for 10 days.
Yeah,
so.
I mean that's fine too.
I know that it requires you getting on a plane, which you don't like. It requires you going over water, which you don't like.
I don't mind the plane, and I don't mind flying over water.
So you'll get in a big metal tube flying 500 miles an hour over the water.
Right.
But not in the boat, on the water.
See, I think you know what? I've never talked about this part of it before, but I think I trust the pilots more.
You trust the drunken pilot, the guy who is like fraternizing with the stewardesses and drunk 3 hours before. He wakes up, he does a line of coke, and he's like... I'm on it. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than the former carnies who are operating cruise boats. Just like some like impish looking guy going like,
"You've never been on a boat.
You guys ready to go on your cruise?"
First of all,
that's your captain, people.
The guys who run the cruise ships are super professional. They look like
Captain Igor speaking.
They look like the captain of the Titanic more often than not. They're like really super...
Yeah, and look at what a great job that guy did.
He did an excellent job. You know.
Listen, we're not going to hit that iceberg head on. We're just going to skim it a little bit on the side.
He wasn't at the controls when that happened. He was sleeping in his cabin.
Oh, so you're saying that there's at some point a time where these people sleep instead of operating the vehicle? I don't get to do that in my car.
But they do that in a plane.
I don't get to go like, this commute bores me. I'll just put it in a fifth and just keep my foot on the gas.
No, but if you had a Tesla, you could.
And maybe in a couple years.
No. Now. Autopiloted Teslas now.
Yeah, but it's not at the point where you want to be doing it like...
Can you do that or can you not?
You can.
Lawyered. Thank you. Good night.
I get to use that Alicia Florrick picture again.
Yes. But no, so pilots sleep. They put it on autopilot, they go to sleep.
Somebody has to be awake.
That's what they tell you. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, though. But no, so you trust the pilots more than you trust the boat, the ship captain.
Yes.
Because if pilots make an error, you die in a fiery crash versus the slowly sinking ship that allows you to get to...
Well, at least I get off of it quicker.
Just boom and done?
It's done.
Okay.
Whereas if the boat sinks, I get on another smaller, slower boat for safety.
Right.
It'd be like if like the plane's going down and then all of a sudden somebody with like one of those like kites, what is it? The
like don't talk about our Jewish friends like that.
You get on a cliff, you like jump off and then you sail.
A parasail?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Sure, yeah.
It's more of a...
What are those things called?
Yeah, that's why I'm
parasailing. It's parasailing.
No, parasailing's like when you got like the parachute.
Yeah. Windsurfing? No, that's something else too.
Paragliding?
Hang gliding.
Yeah.
Got it.
Lawyered. Is that how you do it?
No.
No.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, so you get like, you know, like if you were in an airplane, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, the gremlins were on the wings, and then the engine explodes and shit like that. Then you're looking out and it's fire, and then you open up the door going like, maybe there's some sort of safety out here, and there's just this guy on like a hang glider, and he's just like, here, get on here, it's a lot safer. You'd be like, no, fuck that.
Do you know that the next generation of planes...
I'd rather hope for the foam at the bottom.
The next generation of planes will actually have a cabin that's self-contained, and if the plane starts to go down, pow, tail blows off, whoosh, parachute comes out, and the whole cabin down to the ground.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, in the event that you have to crash land.
If you're crashing anyway, I mean, but you know what that cabin then becomes?
Get us into Houston a lot quicker.
You know what that cabin then becomes?
A floating coffin.
A slower flying lifeboat of sorts.
Yeah.
But why would I trust that? It's just a slower version of that.
I wouldn't like it. I'm just saying. How long would it take for me to get to LA from here on a cruise boat?
A cruise ship? It would take you probably... Got
to go through like
weeks?
the Panama Canal.
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, no,
you can do it faster than that. Like 4 days to Panama, and then another maybe 8-10 days. As
opposed to 8 hours with a layover.
Sure.
If I flew.
But you're crossing the continent. You can't take a ship across the land. There is no land ships.
I wish there was, because then I'd be on that ship.
We have them. They're called trains, and you hate them too.
I do.
You hate everything.
I do hate everything. I'm fickle.
Yeah, I'm the Grinchy one, and you hate everything. Good grief.
All right. Well, you know who else I really hate, and most of America hates as well?
Who's that?
Is Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
He kept getting bumped from the list.
Yeah, well, because...
I figure 2015 rounding down, it's about time that we finally take out the trash. And
well, here's the thing. A rich white guy does something that makes him an asshole. We got a lot of those.
Yeah.
Trump tops the list. I mean, it just kept popping back up in the news. That's the problem.
Well, you keep saying, like, oh, we'll get to Martin Shkreli next week, and then Trump says, like, hey, we kill all the Muslims, and you're just like, oh, God, now we gotta talk about that.
And, oh, by the way, Martin still does dumb shit, and he still, like, stays at the list. Stays in the running, just not dumb enough.
He's number 5 on the dumb white guy depth chart right now. It's like when Justin Forsett gets injured and they bring in Buck Allen, and Buck Allen gets injured and they bring in Terrence West. Like when Trump gets injured, when Trump pulls a hammy.
Or when Trump doesn't do something stupid, and you're like, all right, can't talk about him. Who we got up next?
It's Shkreli's it.
Shkreli's it.
Helmet's not a chair, Shkreli.
So, Martin Shkreli, who is... I saw that meme of Trump, and it's like Trump's family looks like they purge. Martin Shkreli looks like a dude who would like masturbate to purge videos. Like that's how that fucking Joker's grin that he gets on CNBC. He's the kind of guy that you knew in high school, and like he'd be the first one that would be like, "Go ahead and hit me. Go ahead and hit me. I'm just gonna go straight to the principal."
You know what he's also probably like? He's probably the person who like tells you like something super condescending right when you're about to hit him too. I bet kicking his ass is satisfying.
Oh, I bet.
I bet if you were like at a bar,
and
you're just like, how about I throw you out on the street? And it's just like, well, looking at your muscle mass, I can tell that you wouldn't be able to throw me as far because I weigh 168 pounds, and it would require somebody who could bench press at least 250 to be able to do that. And I imagine you're more at a 220 area.
Oh, God.
Just like, I'm gonna punch you in the face so fucking hard.
Energy equals mass times force. Bam!
Take that, Shkreli.
He's gotten so many wedgies in his life. I mean, you just know. But Anyway, and he's also got something else up his ass now, thank God. But yeah, so
he's also $5 million poorer than he was yesterday because he has to pay his bond.
And he's probably going to run. But so you have so for those of you who don't know,
I have to imagine that they put a
tracker on him turning your passport. Probably. I'm sure they did. But here's the thing. Money doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want when you have money.
Here's the thing. Everybody, just real quick. Let's play a game of who did it worse.
Okay.
Because I said to my father I was talking to this about.
What was that? Fucking English? What was that now?
My father I was talking with this about. I don't know what that was.
I mean, I got it, and then for a second it was like, something's not right about that sentence.
I was talking with my father.
On a preposition.
I was talking with my father about a situation regarding Martin Shkreli. I'm just making it worse.
Okay, go ahead.
People taking pharmaceutical drugs and raising the prices has been happening forever.
Yes.
Some people say well, why is Freddie Gray worse than the redheaded guy who got curb stomped by Southern California? He had a mental illness. There was like a redheaded kid with a mental illness who got curb stomped by LAPD.
Oh, well, yeah.
And nobody really heard about it. It didn't really make the news. He was crying and asking for his mother, and there was video of the actual...
Oh, I did see that
the whole thing.
Yeah. He didn't get curb stomped.
Something happened.
Curb stomped is when they make you put your teeth on the curb.
Right.
He got his ass beat on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And he was crying for his mom.
Yeah.
And I think they were making fun of him too. While
they
were beating his ass. Yeah.
But that wasn't, headline news. There wasn't rallies for that kid.
Nope.
It was just as bad, probably, as Freddie Gray.
Maybe worse.
Obviously, it's just about what takes off, basically.
Yeah.
So, pharmaceutical executives have been doing this sort of thing for a long time. It never gained traction until you got a true supervillain like Martin Shkreli to...
Well, I think the other problem is this. Is the way that pharmaceutical drugs works, and I think we've talked about this before, is the first pill costs you $1 billion. Right. The second pill costs you 25 cents. So,
if not less.
Or 1 cent, yeah. So, I mean, generally the path that drugs take is this downward trend. And then he deals in what are called orphan drugs. And that's, drugs that are given away more than they're sold, and that they're underpriced for the market. They don't have a particular purpose in the market anymore. Mm-hmm. If you were to have a smallpox vaccine, I don't even think is that the one they don't give anymore? Yeah, smallpox they don't give to kids anymore because we've basically eradicated it in the modern world. Right. There are a couple of those that we don't give anymore. Like, we have them in stockpile, but they're like, don't give that because you're more likely to give them smallpox than you are to vaccinate them against it. Anyway, so you have that, and there's no point to it. But then you try to find another alternate use to it so that you can make money. Yeah. But so Depaprim, it had a slow move downward till it was at $1 per dose. Yeah. And then it got bought by a company that raised it to $13.50 per dose. Because they said, enough people still use it, and we can find an affordable marketplace where we can make a little more money and do whatever. Right. And then Martin said, oh, hey, people who need this really need it. And it's not very many people, but when you need it, you absolutely need to have it. So
it's like chemo. Yeah,
sure. Not many people need
it. If you have cancer... You need chemo. Yeah. It's pretty much...
But no cancer, and then you're like, I don't care really what they charge.
Right.
So he thought he was going to get away with let's jack up the price, and nobody will notice but the shareholders. Yeah. And then...
Are the people who use it.
Yes. Yeah. And people did notice, and so he got caught doing it. And the evil genius of him is just we were planning on doing it all along. Don't really care. If they can't afford it, we have programs that they can get it cheaper, but don't use it.
Yeah, but so works. I was making the example with WD-40. Okay. Part of the reason why it's called WD-40 is it's water displacement 40. 40 is Formula 40.
Formula 40, yeah.
What a lot of pharmaceutical companies will do is basically make a WD-41.
Right.
Which is essentially the same thing, with one thing that makes it a new formula.
So they can repackage
and then sell it for 1,000 times, saying this is the new and improved version of the WD-40 you always loved.
And they pay doctors to prescribe that instead of WD-40.
If nobody out there has ever heard of pharmaceutical reps, this is something you might want to look into.
Especially if you're hot, young, blonde, and have big tits, because there's a lot of those.
Just, if you knew the other... Because there was a while where part of restaurants was getting pharmaceutical reps.
Yeah.
Because they bring lunches to...
Right.
And they do it all the time. It's like every single week you'd get a call from the pharmaceutical rep who's going to a different doctor's office and feeding the entire staff with free food. And at the end of it, they just want to have it's like timeshares.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's just stay here for a weekend. You just got to give us 30 minutes to have a conversation about what it would take to get you here all the time. And, like everyone says like, oh, I'm going to get the free trip and then I'm going to go for that 30-minute talk and I'm just going to blow them off and...
But they sell the timeshares.
They sell the timeshares. It happens.
Yeah.
That's what pharmaceutical reps do. They go in there and they give lunch to the staff. They give lunch to the doctor. They, say like, oh, you need a hotel in New York this weekend? I got a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I'll hook you up. Don't worry about it. Me and you were friends like that. So,
we're friends now. Yes. Yeah.
So I could call up my buddy who owns a hotel in New York and get you a discounted rate. You want $20 a night?
Got it.
Make it a week. Stay up there for a week. I don't care.
Sure.
And then when it comes time to buy AIDS medication, it's like, listen, I got some Daraprim. I don't really want you to be selling anything else, so...
Right.
And then, you get
and
doctors...
your insurance is covering it anyway, so what's it really matter?
You get doctors who go in and say, like, well, Mr. Cheek, your AIDS is really bad. You need Daraprim.
First of all, disclaimer, don't have AIDS. Just so that's clear. That's clear. That I know of.
Mr. Cheek, your ball AIDS is just terrible. Some kind of horrible.
Some kind of wonderful.
So yeah, anytime a doctor ever told you well, I'm going to put you on propentanol.
Right.
Because this will be the best chance of you getting over that cold.
But
there's about an 85% chance that the reason why he's recommending that particular drug to you is because somebody gave him lunch.
And a trip, or whatever. Or a blowjob in the office.
Or tickets to an Orioles game in a skybox, or whatever the case may be. Something... Yeah. There was an exchange of...
goods and services.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not,
It was a bribe. There was a bribe involved.
Most they sort of get in the same area as if you have vendors in a normal work.
Right.
They might offer you something like, hey, do you want to... I used to get this all the time with, Cisco or something like that. Mm-hmm. The restaurant ordered a lot from Cisco. And then once a year I'd say, hey, you want to join us in the Orioles box, the skybox for the game tonight? I'd be like, yeah, sure. And you have... The reason why they get the box is because they can write off, we're bringing customers there.
Or maybe a holiday party at a certain local establishment, that kind of thing?
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Ho, ho, ho.
Holiday party. But you... What Martin Shkreli got in trouble for is getting caught.
No. He didn't get in trouble for that at all.
Well, he got caught. What he got in trouble for... What he initially got in trouble for, what raised the ire of the people, is getting caught.
Okay, he got the ire of the people. He got shit from people about being caught raising the price.
Right.
No trouble for that at all.
Well, it's not illegal.
It's not illegal. It's immoral. It's, I say, and I have said for years, that healthcare should not be a for-profit business. People's health should not be a matter of making money. That's it.
Well, especially, you know what? I would say... If you want to make medicine cheaper, number one, get rid of insurance. But that's not going to happen.
No.
If you just had if you made a single payer healthcare system, then we
can do it. We can do it.
But I'm saying, like, they couldn't immediately say, like, all right, all insurance companies back up because you're done.
Feel the
burn.
Feel the burn.
I think, what was it, like 10% of America would be out of a job?
No.
How many people are involved in the healthcare industry?
The healthcare industry, yes, but that's different. That's like saying the hospitality industry and the insurance industry are not the same thing. There are a lot of people who are in the hospitality industry, and there's hospitality related. But insurance is like, okay, so you work in medical billing.
Right.
That's not the insurance industry.
No, but I'm saying...
it's insurance related.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we shuttered all the insurance companies tomorrow...
Right.
Then 2 people at every single doctor's office would be out of a job.
Not necessarily.
Because those 2 people are exclusively there to fill out insurance forms, file insurance forms, make sure that all the insurance things go through properly.
Someone's going to still have to file with Medicare, Medicaid, however we do it, right? Mm-hmm. And the number of doctors' offices will boom because there will be all of these new patients who will be seeing doctors. So those 2 people may get fired from Office A, but each of them will get hired at Office B and C that now open. So the market adjusts.
Yeah.
Market adjusts.
I would say if you want to make organized healthcare better, one thing you could do right now is make it illegal for them to advertise.
I'll agree on that too. But again, it shouldn't be a for-profit business.
How many adverts do you see every single day for Care First?
Well, not so much Care First, but I just am in a huge fear that my dick's not going to work eventually. Apparently, it's a huge problem.
Yeah. But you'd have to imagine that what is Viagra, like $10 a pill?
What is it actual cost? I don't know. My insurance covers 100%. So. Go figure.
Because you get it all the time?
No, I mean, I wouldn't. It's on the list. It's on the list of the 100% covered.
I just noticed it when I was looking through the list of all the drugs I could get.
Because we're just renewed, so I went through to see what drugs are covered to make sure the drugs I'm on are covered 100%.
Just in case something goes horribly wrong next year.
No, I'm just saying if recreational purposes.
In case 2016's the year it goes...
Me and my doctor are on very good terms. Maybe I'm like, hey, I got a weekend coming up in Vegas. I don't need a whole full prescription. Maybe 2, 3, 4 of those. You just toss them in there. They're good.
My heart's healthy, right? Well, you're certainly not a Cory Baker, that's for sure.
Yes, exactly right.
Are you allowed to be talking about him like this? Hey, listen, he talked about it on the podcast. It's all right.
It's already out there.
It's public information.
Yeah.
What he got in trouble for is fraud.
Yeah.
Basically because he was taking all the money that he was making from raising the prices of his medicines.
Yes.
To pay off investors in the last thing that he did, which went under.
Right.
And that company that went under and he had to pay back investors to was formed to pay back investors of the place that he had before that.
Yes.
Which did the same thing.
It's the worst Ponzi scheme in history.
Right.
Because he's not making any money. He's paying back. Well, no, he did make money.
He's making enough money to buy a Wu-Tang album. That's for...
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I love how that became the first question, too. He's arrested for fraud. We see the perp walk pictures of him in the sweatshirt going in the back of the car.
Like, yo, is that album up for sale or what?
And then the FBI has to actually make a statement. It's like, no, we do not have Martin Shkreli's Wu-Tang album. It's like we're talking...
Freedom of information. Put it on the internet.
I was talking to the family last night about the Revenant.
Yes.
The Leo movie coming out.
Which he's not going to win an Oscar for, but again, he should. Yes.
But there was somebody caused enough of a dust storm on Twitter when he said that Leo got raped by a bear.
Oh, God.
That somebody had to actually respond to it. They were just like, no, Leonardo DiCaprio does not get raped by a bear in this movie. Because it got retweeted like 120,000 times, and they're just like, we gotta put this fire out. No, Leonardo DiCaprio is not raped by a bear.
Leo will do anything for that Oscar. He is trying real hard.
Steve Harvey, host of the Oscars.
Oh, too soon.
Not too soon. He made the joke himself. Did you see that?
I did see that, yeah.
That was good. Happy Easter with a cigar. And
taking control of it, man. He's got to take control of it.
No, but Shkreli got in trouble for fraud, not for anything related to his...
Not for being a dick.
Yeah, not for being a dick.
Should be illegal. But no, he got in trouble because he had a...
Well, if being a dick was illegal, he would have been gone a long time ago.
I'm on a lot of lists for a lot of reasons. Being a dick ain't one of them. Well, actually, it probably is. But nonetheless, a lot of people's personal lists. But no. I mean, he had a reverse Ponzi scheme. It turns out that like all of his wealth isn't real. He owes a lot of people a lot of money. And some people that you probably don't want to owe money to. I mean, they're not mobsters, but like they're rich and powerful people. And pay me back my money.
Yeah.
Listen, you little shit. You come in here talking all this science shit, and I was like, he must know what he's talking about. And then you lost all the money. Give me back my money. So let's start a new company to try and do that.
Yeah.
And he bullshit everybody and said, oh, we're using it to do the next generation of medicine and blah, blah. No. You're doing it to pay off all this fucking debt that you owe people.
Well, you didn't need a new medicine.
No,
and doctors were saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because every single medicine has risks. You're not going to be able to find a medicine that's like...
No. And I look for the one where the side effects aren't worse than the thing that you're carrying.
Right. Well, I mean, like, you take ibuprofen or Advil or something like that, and you're like, oh, my headache, it's really bad. But, there are side effects with even those things.
Yeah, blood pressure and liver and... Yeah. So,
yep.
You know what doesn't have side effects?
What?
Marijuana. Side effects is...
Yeah, buddy!
Cheetos and... conversations about
Onions.
About Pink Floyd albums.
Personally, I think metal is better than The Wall. I know I'm out there.
Legalize it, man. Just legalize it. Yeah.
You know who isn't going to be smoking any fat doobies?
Or playing any beer pong anytime soon?
Is Ethan Couch, another person of interest in 2015.
Well, but here's the thing. You can't say the name because the name means shit to anybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. The kid who got off on the Affluenza defense.
There we go. Yes. By the way, just to remind everyone, affluenza is a disease that rich, middle-class white kids get because they are so out of touch with reality.
Yeah.
That they can't be held accountable for their actions.
Did you ever, like rich kids of Snapchat and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Or rich kids of Instagram?
Yes.
Like, all those kids would mount an affluenza defense if they ever...
Right. I also...
Like, where they look at, like, the keys of, like, a Porsche and a Bugatti and a Ferrari, and it's just like, which one am I taking out today?
I call that my hashtag purge list. And someday, like, my car was shitting up this week, and I was like, okay, this thing's about to take a dump on me, and then I'm going to be stuck without a car again. And I was, like, on the verge of just going into the woods and beginning my war of reformation and just, like, just turning into Ted Kaczynski, basically.
I like how such a little thing...
Just, that's it. Push me over the edge.
Check engine lights on! Revolution's on!
It's on, assholes! Let's just...
Taken to the street. Just like, what caused him to snap? His check engine light went on. God damn it, why didn't he check his gas cap first? You gotta click it 3 times or else sometimes you get vapor lock. This all could have been solved.
Everyone should check out the 1986 movie Breaking Down with, what's his name? With the fucking high and tight haircut. Oh.
Johnny Unitas?
No. He looks like Johnny Unitas in that, though. What is that guy's name? God damn it. Breaking Down, who is in that? Fuck me. Anyway, so Breaking Down is about a guy who is just sitting on the highway and his check engine light comes on and the car starts smoking. He's just like... And he gets out and then just goes on a spree. That's exactly what I was thinking about doing. Yeah. I was just on the verge. It was at the point where I was about to just lose it and go through my purge list. And just go start shotgunning people in their own houses, I think.
Just kicking down doors, being like, you remember when you got me that C in science? Boom!
First of all, I never got a C in science. Let's just make that clear. Math, maybe, but not science. Never science. But no, I mean, there's a purge list. Those kids are on my purge list.
Real quick, just as a lawyer.
Yes.
If you, if somebody came to you with the Couches came to you with their son Ethan.
Yeah.
He's looking at 10 years in prison.
Right.
For killing 4 people.
Yeah.
In a drunk driving accident where he was 4 times the legal limit.
Right.
Get him off. If you say, all right, I'll see what I can do. And then you come up with something as brilliant as the affluenza defense.
Yes.
Are you asking for more money in retrospect? You're like, listen, normally it's $1,000 an hour. But that affluenza defense is a $5,000 an hour.
No, but I think that
you probably get more business off of it, whichever lawyer.
Right, and what I would say is that coming up with the affluenza defense isn't me getting ready for a DUI. I do flat fees for DUIs because I know basically what it's going to be. Right, that is a lot of sitting in an office and thinking, and being like thinking at $800 an hour gets real expensive after a while. You know what I mean? But you factor in you're going to get a lot out of it. And what I will tell you, what I hear from other people, not myself because I don't do this, is that nobody knows how many hours you spend. And so when you come up with something like that's that brilliant, and you submit your bill at the end, generally people aren't going to question.
Right.
So, when there's people of means like that, and the bill is $15,000 versus $20,000, are they going to question the extra $5,000? Are they going to question the extra $10,000 between $50,000 and $60,000? No. Right. They're going to say, holy shit, he got a walk?
Well, there's also lawyers who are just like, bring, bring.
Hey, hello?
Hi, Robert Cheek?
Yeah, this is him.
Yeah, I just had a quick question. I just got pulled over, and they did the breathalyzer, and I blew a .04. Am I in any kind of trouble?
Could be. Don't talk to the police anymore. Figure out if they're going to arrest you or not. Give me a call on Monday. We'll figure it out.
All right, great.
All right, thanks.
All right, see ya. That's 1 hour.
Yeah.
1 billable hour for that 30-second conversation.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you get on the phone, your hour begins.
And I bill in 10-minute increments, not in hour-long increments.
I'm saying some lawyers will.
Do.
Yeah.
Not half hours, not quarter hours, 10 minutes.
That was a $1,000 phone call for some lawyers.
Yes. Yeah. And don't add it up, because then you call back again, another hour.
Right. Sometimes generously they'll give you the 5th call free.
Right. But no, there are some people that if you call them 5 times in a day and the calls last 3 or 4 minutes each, you're paying for 5 hours of work.
Right.
That's fucking bullshit. But the contract you sign with them says every incident is billed as a separate hour. That's it.
Yeah.
So you might as well just be like, so how's your mom? Good? Yeah. Well, I mean, let's be honest. I paid for an hour, so I'm going to get an hour out of this.
Yeah. I'm going to keep talking until...
Just keep talking for an hour. And just hope that it doesn't roll over to that second hour.
It's cheaper than therapy.
So I went to visit my mom today. God,
she wants me to flee the country because I was playing beer pong on Snapchat.
Well, yeah, back to Ethan Couch.
Yeah.
So he can't seem to stay off social media, and he's a college kid, so I understand that somewhat. But I would like to think that no matter how big a jerk my friends are, when I'm like, hey guys, if you put a video of me drinking on the internet, I'm going to go to jail for 10 years. That would keep people from shooting videos of me drinking.
Yeah. Well, you would think...
this kid, though.
You would think that the logical explanation you would go to is, hey, if I get caught drinking, then I could spend 10 years in jail. Maybe I shouldn't drink.
Okay, but that's true, too. But you're in college. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't know your situation.
Right.
Listen, if you wanted to, sneak out and get some beer and drink in your room when nobody else is there, nobody has a picture, this is what celebrities get in trouble for,
Right.
What was the thing, Justin Bieber, had a party where he wanted everyone to, get rid of their cell phones?
Yeah, just because he didn't want
Prince Harry or something like that. Yeah. Because, somebody once came into the party and saw Prince Harry shirtless, air fucking some broad.
No, first of all, that was the Vegas party where him and 5 buddies were totally nude and
yeah.
That was super weird.
Yeah.
Royals. Anyway.
But you gotta say to yourself, you gotta take just on the podcast, I would never go into a racist tirade.
You wait till they're not recording.
Yeah, I wait until all the cameras are off and the recording isn't happening anymore, right, and I'm just those damn Filipinos.
No, wait. Now you're starting it already.
Yeah, no, that was a joke.
Okay, yeah, so don't start that. I mean, we talked about that last week. Yeah. You ranted about that for hours last week.
Yeah, come at me, Pacquiao.
But,
old man.
But I mean, so wait till you get to the Jody episode of
Making a Murder.
Because that will come into play. And you're just going to be like, You dumb bitch. I was sat alone in my bedroom. Don't watch it when you're trying to go to sleep, by the way, because you cannot go to sleep. It's riveting.
I still remember I clearly, like, the worst villain ever in any movie was Penelope Cruz in Blow.
Oh, yeah.
When the cops pull him over, he's, like, on his last strike.
She's like,
he's got drugs in the trunk. He's got drugs in the trunk. I'm just like, you fucking bitch. How dare you? Yeah. Oh, my God. I wanted to murder her.
God, it's written so well. That is such a well-written script.
Yeah.
No, but just all the way through. Just thinking about it. But, like, yeah, that moment where you're just like, I literally hate you.
Yeah.
I hate a character here that so much I would want to kill a fictional character.
But she is, like, he's in the wrong. He's clearly in the wrong.
Yeah. He's on his last strike.
You say to yourself, like, in your head, you're just like, I'm kind of rooting for this guy to, like...
work it out.
Like, anytime you're following a drug dealer in a movie, you're just like, I sort of hope his empire never falls. Like...
Say hello to my little friend.
I hope he lives forever.
Yeah.
And then you see something like that, and you're just like, bitch, you just ruined the empire. How dare you?
Oh, God, like Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface. Yeah. Like, you cunt. But anyway, so,
Affluenza.
And
he's on the lam.
But now he's on the lam because I think, did they take him in for the no, they just VOP'd him and then...
Well, he was supposed to have a probation meeting.
Right, and he didn't report.
Right.
Because he knew the video was out
there.
Well,
it's sort of... I think how it happened was, like, Saturday the video was out, and he was supposed to meet with his probation officer on Monday.
Yeah.
But everyone sort of knew by Sunday that this was out there. And, I think the court had a very laissez-faire attitude towards it. Like, well, he's meeting with her on Monday, we'll see what's up. Yeah. And it's just like, all of a sudden Monday comes and goes and he's not there, and it's just like, well, I guess we should find him.
Yeah. But that's the way that it works, though. Because he's not in violation. A video on the internet means nothing. He could have been playing with water.
Yeah.
You don't know. I mean, except for the diving across the table.
Yeah.
Which clearly looked drunk. But no, he might not have been drinking. He reports in. They do a beta portion test, and nothing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not drinking. I haven't drank. I'm fine. Okay. Good.
I was at a party.
But
I
nothing against my probation about being on a party.
Right.
At a party. That's it. Bad choices, yes, but nothing illegal about that.
Yeah.
So, but instead, he disappeared. Turns out Mom also disappeared.
Yeah.
Same weekend. Strange coinky-dink.
Yeah, but apparently it's not enough to get her for possible accessory.
And that's up to the state's attorney in that particular district. In State Attorney Cheek's office, not enough.
Have you been elected?
Not yet.
Would you want to?
Yes. No, absolutely.
You'd want to be a state's attorney?
Oh, 100%. Not a I wouldn't want to be a state's attorney. I would want to be the state's attorney.
Yeah.
The elected official.
Yeah.
Because then you can set policy.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want to be like one of the lawyers in the state's attorney's office.
No. I would like to be the one that's like, okay, so everybody who's working on marijuana stuff, not anymore. We're not doing that anymore. Anything above 10 grams. We have anything above 10 grams. Oh, yeah, I got like 2 ounces. Cheryl, shut the fuck up. Okay, anybody else?
Who else wants to waste my time?
2 ounces in what? Like in a single baggie or what? Well, I mean, it was in 2 ounce baggies. Cheryl.
Sure.
Okay.
Shelly.
But no, that would be the policy. And then I would be impeached. And then I'd be out of office in disgrace. And I'd probably lose my law license. And then, hey.
And then into your lucrative career in porn.
And then the War of Reformation begins. It's not the check engine light that did it. It's the impeachment.
You got impeached. You were driving home going like, how am I going to tell my wife? Check engine. It's just like...
There we go. But no, so...
Now that I've killed one, I have to kill many.
Might as well, right? I mean, you're going to jail for life for one. By the way,
you do it in Maryland. There is a part of the logic though. Like if you live in Maryland where they don't have the death penalty anymore,
just life without parole.
Yeah, like what's the? If you killed one person, you have enough of a mind to say that human life doesn't matter.
Right.
Kill 1, 2, 3 people. Why aren't you just going out and making a day of it? Like,
sure. Well, because you might be able to get away with 1.
Well, no, you clearly. I'm saying, like, you know, like if they were like, if it was like a high speed chase where they're like following you.
Oh, I'm plowing people on the sidewalk.
Just like putting guns out the window. Taking out innocent bystanders.
It's Grand Theft Auto all day. All day.
Oh, what a horrible thought. Yeah, but they should really get that Affluenza kid because he's really the worst of them all. And Martin Shkreli. I hope they never see the outside world again. That guy who was driving around Grand Theft Autoing people, he's cool, but...
Yeah.
And what's his face from Blow? He should be out.
He should be out.
He should be out.
He is out.
He should live his life. But Affluenza prick and Martin Shkreli, forever behind bars.
Yes. Well, just because they're dicks. I mean, that has nothing to do with their crime. I just don't like them as people.
The criminal justice system needs an overhaul.
Oh, yeah. Man, make sure you check out Making a Murderer to figure out exactly how bad it is.
You know what else needs an overhaul?
What's that?
OhTheAnthem.com, Cory at OhTheAnthem.com, OhTheAnthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and YouTube. And the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What's that number again?
443-219-7595. I don't know why I put my website on blast like that, but it just felt like such a perfect segue.
I just like how you just like down the website. Just like our website. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah.
Hey, you know what you shouldn't visit? OhTheAnthem.com. It's a bunch of bullshit.
And you can find me on all your social networks at Robert and Cheek. Make sure you check out robertandcheek.com for all the newest information. You can find links to foundingthefuture.us where you'll find those videos I spoke about earlier. You can find links to my books.
Or on OhTheAnthem.com, which you shouldn't visit because it's pretty dumb.
You can find links to my books there. I am now in the editing process for the sequel to The Movement. And I'm going to do a preview chapter because one thing I was rereading and I was so proud of this chapter. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give it away to people because I want them to read how amazing I just was like, oh God, this is so good. So there's going to be a free chapter on robertandcheek.com. And hopefully the book will be coming out early next year. So
robertandcheek.com, something you should check out.
Yes.
And buy Rob's books.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes. So before we get out of here, any New Year's resolutions?
No.
Since we're coming up on New Year's?
No.
You're not the New Year, New Me kind
No.
of?
It's literally the next day.
What, that you give up on them?
No, I'm saying it's literally like December 30. There's no difference between December 31st and January 1st except for I'm going to write 2015 on like checks for a while.
Months?
Yeah.
Yes. First of all, you're writing checks? Really?
Well, you know, like things at the office. Like anytime I have to write a date on something, I'll just be like, 1/2/2015. I'll be like, God damn it!
Yeah. So no.
I have to print out a whole new piece of paper and write.
Nothing though. No changes.
If it hits me.
Okay. So you just play it by ear.
Do you have a proposal?
Well, no, because I mean, I thought that a couple weeks ago we talked about one of them.
Oh, are you talking about the feature?
Well, that ain't gonna happen. But no, but yes, I mean, doing that would be great for 2016.
Yeah.
Rolling March 1st, which, by the way, is
3 months, 2 months.
2 months away.
Yeah.
That's the 29 days in one of those months.
Mm-hmm.
31 days in the other one, which I believe averages out to
60. 29 and a half days.
No, 60 days.
Yeah.
Plus the 4 that we have left in this month. So that's 64 days from now. It's a bit of a truncated pre-production period.
Well, for...
Truncated.
I like the, did you ever see the movie Bowfinger?
Yes.
Where he goes, in this box I have $5,983. That's the money we're going to use to make this feature. It's like, don't movies cost millions and millions of dollars? And he's just like, that's after broken dividends and stockholder interests and offshore bank fees. At the end of the day, every single movie, no matter what it is, costs $5,983 to make.
There we go.
Yeah. So
well, good. So we're in the money then. We'll be fine. Totally fine.
All I need is somebody very kindly to give me $5,983, and I will make this.
Sell one of those GoPros. It'd be part of the way there. Or people could buy through the Amazon tab. Go to ortheanthem.com, rubberandcheek.com, any of our .coms or .us's or anything else.
Listen, all you have to do is go to the Amazon link, buy a cruise ship or a fighter jet.
Right.
And then About That Time I Fell in Love is made.
Done.
Done.
And I'm pretty sure you could buy either of those things on Amazon. They're pretty amazing.
Yeah, so I wouldn't put it past them.
They have a big selection.
They just have an airplane hanguy with F-18s. Just.
I don't think they do delivery on that though. I think you have to pick it up. Pretty sure.
Some guy in the Prime Now office is just like, I wasn't prepared for this.
He was delivering pizzas 3 weeks ago. Now he's like, here we go, spool it up.
You mean it's going 3 blocks from here? All right.
Overshot.
I'm in Topeka now.
But yeah, so make sure you go to the tab or the what would you call it? The link. The banner on ortheanthem.com. Click through that. Go do your shopping as usual. I know Christmas is past, but getting yourself some decorations for your New Year's party.
Listen, I got an Amazon gift card for Christmas.
Boom! When you want to spend it and it's not going to cost you any money.
No.
Your gift card is worth exactly the same.
Yeah, and the things that I buy are worth exactly the same.
Absolutely.
The only difference is that we get a little taste.
Get a little something back from Amazon.
Yeah.
Just for shopping through us.
And that helps us make things because, we make a lot of things here.
And we got a lot of things coming that we want to do next year.
And if we had money to make more things, we could make more things. And
give them away for free. And then...
it's make things, ... profit.
That's
how the Anthem works.
Still figuring out that question mark. Also figuring out that profit, although 31 cents. 31 cents on the one video.
Mm-hmm.
So, rolling it in now.
Yeah.
Or just go to YouTube and...
that paid for Rob's gas for sure.
Go to YouTube, click on videos, just let them play all the way through. Don't stop them. Just get up and do something else. Then come back and click and let it play through again.
That'd be great. Yeah. That'll work. Just somebody, you know how you can donate your spare computing power to help fund cancer research and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we should just have people who, for the love of us, just play the Anthem videos on YouTube with their spare computing power when they're not.
The other thing that they could do is
go to work. Just when you wake up in the morning, just put a whole bunch of the Anthem videos in a YouTube queue.
Just let them play.
Go to work. Come back.
As if you were downloading music back in 1995.
Right.
Start it, go to school, come back. 40%, man. Yeah.
Man, this Jay-Z track is going to be done by tomorrow.
It'll be fire.
This party is going to be pumping.
But the other thing that you can do is on the YouTube videos, you can go to the fan funding page on YouTube.
Yep.
We provide this for you absolutely free, as always. But, of course, we would never turn down a gratis.
Yeah.
A gratis if it's something you particularly like, go to the fan funding page on YouTube. And you can make a donation there.
It's like I said about the Sheila Dixon video last week.
Yeah.
It was so good. The production value was and I enjoyed it so much that I felt like I needed to at least pitch in the $1.99.
Whatever it would have
What I would have rented a episode of The Walking Dead for,
right. Absolutely right.
So, if you really enjoyed the podcast and you want to pitch us $2,
right?
It's
the end of the year,
You're feeling generous. Listen, I had a homeless guy walk up to me yesterday and say, "Hey, do you have any cash?" Which I didn't because I don't have cash. Yes. I never have cash.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, I know a lot of people say they don't have cash because
they don't want to give us cash.
They want us to get away, but could you walk up to the ATM and maybe get me a 20 or something like that?"
Brave.
Yeah.
Big ask. Yeah.
I'm not asking for $20. I'm not asking you to make a special trip to the ATM to give me $20 for what you just enjoyed. I'm just saying, if you got a little bit.
$1.
Yeah.
$1.99.
It comes and goes.
Sure.
You give $1, you get some quality entertainment.
Literally, for the price of a cup of coffee.
And not even a good cup of coffee.
Just a shitty
a 7-Eleven cup of coffee.
All this free entertainment.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate you listening and downloading and listening and everything else.
Rating
and reviewing and all of that stuff. So thank you. The goal being at the end of 2016 that we're doing something different, that we are sitting in a different studio doing this somewhat differently by the end of 2016.
Maybe something downtown?
But yeah, so or in LA or anywhere else.
I actually do have a bit of a New Year's resolution.
Yeah, what's that?
In 2016, I hope that I say, I think we did good here today, and mean it.
And I will always mean it when I say, we've done something, but I don't know if it's good.
All right. Well, for Cory.
So, as always, you are listening to the OD Anthem podcast.
Part of the OD Anthem
Digital Network.
For Cory.
This is Rob.
Have a great week.
And a fantastic New Year's.
And we'll see you in 2016. Make sure you
check out the 2015
Spotlight Special
coming up this week.
That was all I had.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you.
See ya.